Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 4th of October. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, somebody's got to win that money. Every night, somebody does. DraftKings still not out of business for fraud. Somebody's winning the money. It was me. I did all right last night. This is my best lineup. Thank you to Trey Turner and Christian Walker. The Arizona stack I got more on late than I was early in the day after seeing some line movement. And yeah, the Toronto stack was the one I was on even after seeing the line movement the other direction. Weird how much line movement there is. The playoffs. What are y'all moving the lines on? But I don't know. I guess something. I don't know what that was. In retrospect, yeah, they were probably just a good value from the beginning. The Sims coming through for me again. Last night I was looking at my phone after basketball. I was like, I know what one of these $25 is, but what's the other one? But it was the Sims. Got to play the Sims. There's incredible overlay on the Sims. That's the general point about the Sims. Is not that I think I can predict video Madden. It's that there is incredible overlay, 100% overlay. And when you do enough 100% overlay, eventually you wind up with overlay as your expected value. So that's the general point. Keep your, and if you can keep your volume low enough that you're covered by your overlay, you're in good shape. Now, we are still not sponsored. This is not a sponsored post, but one of my friends does have a what's it called, book out. So if you like true crime stuff, there's Kill Show by my friend is available on Amazon. I recommend it. I should be getting mine today, but you know, he's a fun writer, so definitely recommend it. Kill Show, a true crime novel for those on the podcast, by Daniel Swearenbecker. So go out there, enjoy it. Looks like, yeah, it's available for only $6 on audiobook. That's probably the way I'd go if I were you guys. But you know, I got the hardcover because I got to get it signed by my friend. All right, so let's see. We got. I probably should have found out from him which is the actual thing I should plug. Oh yeah, so there's no change in the slate. Same general principles hold. I went through because yesterday I had analyzed for salary more, and this morning I analyzed for stack. And I see 5-3, 5, 5-3, 2-2-2. So 2-2-2 is an unusual one. I wouldn't normally have that in there. 4-2 is an unusual one. But most of these are still 5-2, 5-3, 4-4. Some people are still just playing full reasonable stacks. So Shady Advice, he's a smart saber sim guy. 3-2-2. So that's what I'm going to do a little differently today. I changed my settings to be a little bit stricter with my stacking. So the stacks I'm allowing are 5-3, 5-2, 4-4, 4-3, 5. But then I'm also allowing some weirder stacks. I didn't get to any of them, I guess, so far. But 2-2-2-2, 3-2-2, 3-3-2, 4-2, and 4-2-2. Those were all in the top 20 from yesterday, and or involve 4 or less independent events. Independent events being, if you're new to the show, somebody smashes, like a team hits a bunch of runs. If a team hits a bunch of runs, generally means the pieces get there and you need some combination of them. So I haven't even looked at the team stacks yet. I'll get to that in a second once I get these pitchers to a more reasonable place. So pitcher wise, let me just tell you what my actual picks are, and then I'll see what the optimizer. I can't even see what these lineups are, so don't play the lineups, guys. Obviously, we don't have starters yet. These are dummy lineups. These are what go in. I did reserve the 20 in time today. Yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make 20. And I had only reserved like 6 or whatever tickets I had. And then I get here to this yesterday morning at like 9 a.m., 3 hours early. You guys had already filled the competition. So good, I guess, for DraftKings. But come on, guys, put like 2-3K up top. Like for the $1, like let's make these bigger competitions. People pay attention to the wild card. It's fun. But yeah, I still can't see how much Zach Gallen. Yeah, I'm not going to be 100% Zach Gallen. But yeah, if he's 18%, that's a mistake. I don't know what people are thinking. Milwaukee did not look good. Arizona did look good. And also, I mean, where is Milwaukee on the list of strikeout people? They're not, 16th. They're not great for playoff level. Control tab. Okay. Control tab one more time. Oh yeah, and I did add, I should say, shift control tab. I did do some ballpark factors. Citizens Bank Park and American Family Field, it looks like, are going to be favorable for home runs today. So I did about 7.5%. So not just the runs at 5%, but more like the runs plus a little bit because home runs are extra valuable. So yeah. So presumably those will be the stacks we get to, people from those games, and I think it probably makes sense. But yeah, we're not gonna have 100% Gallen. If he's really 18%, we'll take a stand. Very positive Gallen though. I mean, that's a closeout game for them. Milwaukee's gonna have all sorts of the shivers. If they don't get out to a lead early, they're gonna be scared. Like, I mean, I see it every year, and it's like weird because like these are professional athletes, and I don't understand how the nerves get there so much for. It seems like for batters in baseball more than anything else, when they need runs late, they're just uber aware of how unlikely it is to get the runs. Yeah, so Jose Berrios, Minnesota, just in case you're unaware, first time watching, is the worst team in baseball at striking out. So you will target their pitcher every night, and you will win money eventually. So that's what we do here. We target the pitcher every night, and when they get beat the worst on the slate for sure, and you can harvest your money. So, okay, we'll go with double Jose Berrios exposure. 24% seems like probably right for the field. Boy, oh boy, it really wants these three guys. What's the pool? It didn't, sometimes it'll do a weird thing and only put them in the pool. Nope, the other guys are in the pool. Well, I still don't get it. I'm definitely not going to slam this much. Oh, it hasn't clicked apply yet. Let's decide our Braxton Garrett exposure. Philly's good. I don't want to be too much on this side of this game, but 20-25% likelihood Philly loses. If they lose, it's because of a pretty solid game from Braxton Garrett. Yeah, 20. 25. No, 20 is almost twice the field. And then we get hopefully a solid share of, yes, thank you. Now we are to a solid share of Aaron Nola and Peralta. So stud we're stuffing is Zach Gallen. And our leverage play is Jose Berrios. The other studs are fine. Nola and Peralta, fine. The other value play, Braxton Garrett, is fine. But if you're only playing a few lineups, single entry, I would probably start Gallen and Berrios and go from there. Yeah, maybe playoff core might make more sense than regular season core as a thing to do. I still don't really value it, so I probably still won't do it. All right, so Miami, Arizona, and it's more of like a shady thing to do, I think, for if a guy's giving out cores and stuff. It's like one step too close to giving out lineups, I think. So I'll inform your choices, and you can choose similar things to me from the same bundle. That's fine. All right, so yeah, I'll probably cap at 40% any single, like Miami and Arizona and Philly. These are in the games that are going to have the most runs. And or for Miami and Arizona, these stacks will be lower owned than they should be because they are underdogs. And nonetheless, you just saw it with Arizona yesterday, can get there and easily pop. But I don't think I want to go to 40 with these guys. I think I'll do 35 with these two, and then 40 for Philly, because I think there's a reasonable chance that Philly just dominates that. They're on a roll. Don't want to bet against them at all. I'll do 40 for their top, and then let's see where it shifts around value. I want to get to some Milwaukee and some Tampa, but Tampa's in a closeout situation as well. I'm a little bit worried that they will fold or be a little. Well, let's just see. If I limit these two, where does it redistribute the 40%? Toronto, Texas, and Minnesota. Okay. Basically, it's not taking the Milwaukee and Tampa Bay stacks preferentially. I can think that would probably be those teams closed out the season pretty hot. I'm guessing their pricing is pretty high, so I assume it's a value consideration. They are the second and third most runs on the slate. So yeah, I think that makes sense. They're going to have a lot of ownership because they're the second and third most runs on the slate. But look at how close they are to third, fourth, fifth. The real surprises. So I like this. I think this is well done by SaberSim. So I'm going to stick with this general array and be fading Milwaukee and Tampa today. Particularly Milwaukee. Really thought they looked shaky yesterday, bats wise. Obviously they could have a 10-game smash today and really put the screws to me. But yeah, I guess that's my one consistent play of the day is I think Gallen's good. I think he's good. So I'm gonna play the gosh, I hope he's as good as he's been all year card for Zach Gallen. I mean, also Milwaukee's just who am I scared of, right? I mean, like they've been sputtering. Am I scared of what they get? Tyrone Taylor starting in the playoffs. Not a lot of great stuff out there. I don't know if he was starting. I saw him for sure on the field the other day when I was watching. It was like the middle of the game, so I assumed he was starting. But anyway, I think I've said all the things that I normally say about a baseball slate. Yeah, it's you can go buy my friend's book if you want to, but definitely thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Now we're up to over 60 subscribers now, so 5 dozen of you are subscribed, and there's another half of you who watch all the time who are not subscribed because you're on your phone or whatever. It's probably the same people. I know how it goes. I've been on the other side of this, but I have to do the thing where I say please like, subscribe, comment. It helps me in the algorithm. We've gotten some really positive boosts in the last couple of weeks, taking us to some new levels. So really do appreciate you coming here every night and day, mostly day. It is daytime for me. It's gonna be day while you're watching this. Weird thing to say night there. But yeah, remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, somebody's got to win that money. Might as well be us.